Okay, welcome to support group today. I'm glad you guys are here. How about we just go around and briefly introduce ourselves? Maybe talk about what kind of diabetes you
How
have.
long does this go for again?
So the meeting is usually about an hour. Just depends on kind of conversation. Do you have other things? Okay. Well, I think that there's a lot that you can gain and benefit from our meeting, and I'm sure that you'll be able to help other people too. So I'm Kirsty. I'm going to be the facilitator today.
Yes, my name is Karen Garcia. I have type 1 diabetes. I've had it for 5 years, and I pretty much know a lot about it. And I just went to support groups so I can help others because I'm doing so well, and I just want to show others some tips and things that they can do.
Okay, that's great. I'm sure that you will be able to benefit a lot of people here. That's great. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Cammy, everyone, and
Sounds good. So today I was thinking we could talk a little bit about how your diabetes and your illnesses affect you emotionally and socially, your interactions with other people, and I don't think that's something we look at very often. You may be struggling with some things internally. Cami, do you have anything you'd like to share? Would you be interested in going first?
what are we talking about?
Just how your diabetes has affected your friendships, your social interactions. Maybe if you have something that you particularly struggle with because of diabetes.
It's always like a big part of my life, but I don't really tell people about it. So
I think being here can help you open up more. And maybe you should try and pay attention.
I've done a support group before, so
Okay, how did your previous support group go?
I only went twice.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't really like it.
Okay. So was it just the age barrier, or were there some other things that you didn't like about your previous support group?
Just it feels like we're in a psychiatric thing or with a psychiatrist, and everyone just blurts about their emotions, and some people cry all the time. I just couldn't take it anymore, So
Do you maybe have any specific goals or things that you're looking to get out of the support group? No? Karen, do you have anything that you're looking to, anything specific?
Yes, I would like to learn how to make some healthier meal choices because I'm tired of eating the same stuff all the time.
Okay.
I want to, and also I like to help others cope with the diabetes just like I have, and I think I could bring a lot of positive influence in the support group.
Okay. What does your diet consist of right now? What are the things that you regularly eat?
Well, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I drink a green smoothie with a lot of proteins and nutrients. And then I go out and I walk around the track, and sometimes I run a lot. And then, so that is my exercise. And then I come home and I make breakfast for my family. And I make sure I put some spinach in those eggs because it's good to have that protein. And then I come home and I just clean the house and I'm very productive. And then I usually eat snacks like apples and fruits and nuts because those are healthier than other kinds of fruit snacks.
Okay, that's good. Cami, what is your diet like? Do you have anything that you like to eat that you don't like
I
to eat?
love seafood and
Okay. 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 Well, that's good. In terms of healthiness of your food, do you feel like that's something that you struggle with, or that you do pretty well? That's good. What about activities? Are there specific activities that you like to do that have kind of helped you?
I don't like jogging. I don't like anything like that. But I don't. I'd rather like sit and read a book or like.
Oh no, go ahead and finish and then.
Um, no, I was just saying like, sorry, I was texting my friend really quick. No, like, I don't sorry.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
clear.
and that's right.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, well, I was actually gonna respond to something you said. I noticed that you don't like to do a lot of things, but I think maybe if you came with a friend, you would maybe enjoy it more. Like I go sometimes when I wake up in the morning and I go walk around the track. I sometimes go with friends and it makes it a lot easier. So you are welcome to come with us.
I think that's a really great suggestion, and I also think that's part of the reason that we have support groups and that we come to support groups is because we're all experiencing similar situations and going through things, and we can relate to each other better than maybe some of our other peers or friends can relate to us. So I think that's a really good idea, maybe finding someone to do activities in. Okay. Well, like Karen said, she just offered, and I'm sure there's other people on the support group that would be willing to have you come with them if you are interested. Just to take it. So if we want to go back, kind of work on what our goal of the meeting was. Karen, are there ways that your diabetes has affected your social interactions with others, or maybe the way you feel emotionally sometimes?
Definitely, yes, because I don't like taking my medication in front of people because I get embarrassed, and other things that affect my social thing is like I just have to make sure that I'm eating the right things, and I can't just like dig in like everyone else. I just order whatever I want because my body won't process the sugars the way it's supposed to, and it just makes it really hard, and I get embarrassed, and it's pretty much me being embarrassed of what I have.
Cami, do you have any suggestions for Karen, maybe about ways that she could go about doing that?
Oh, I was just thinking like if you're at some like thing with friends, just eat like whatever, you know. If it looks good, like why are you gonna miss out on having a good time with your friends when you're all worried about? I don't know. I guess I just haven't really seen a lot of effects of the diabetes in my life, so it's like I just kind of eat whatever I want.
Okay, and I think that's one thing that we could go ahead and talk about, that there are a lot of repercussions of, eating or giving in to things
Yeah,
like
I know
that.
it is. Like my blood sugar just like through the roof, but then I just insulin, and it's okay. So pretty much like I don't know. Haven't had a lot of like serious issues or anything like I was passing out or anything. Like no.
Are you worried that maybe that could happen in the future?
I don't know, maybe it could. I don't know.
Do you have any experiences with your diabetes affecting you socially, or
No, this is kind of like what my other support group would talk about. I'm just trying to get involved in. So, more stuff there. Anyway, you said we're done in like an hour, right? Or
yes.
like.
Probably a little more than 2 seconds, so you have about 30 minutes. Is that okay?
Oh, my mom's.
Is there anything you would like to discuss?
No, you guys should do it. Did you have diabetes?
Yes.
Are you diabetic right now?
I was pre-diabetic. I still am, just trying to live with things. So I can relate to everyone here. Okay. So if we, because I can stop this.
Oh, there you go. My arms are like so big.
It's like this.
I know, don't look
I
at me.
have no arms. Is your usually like this?
Yeah, it's been really funny lately. I don't know. It's just really slow.
Do you ever turn it off?
Yeah, I need to do an update on it.
Oh, that's what I update mine and then I try to like make it go to sleep instead of just closing it.
We just moved and we haven't had internet for the past little bit, so the only time I have internet is when I'm on campus. And I need my computer then, so I can't. We just got it, but.
Oh. We just got optics and it's the bomb.com. We had the school's internet and it would go off all the time.
Okay, we're almost done.
Yeah, I would take that.
I would just do like these 2 minutes. It doesn't even have to be 15, like, about 15, and then let's just wrap it up to
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about maybe goals that we want to set for the next week before we come back for our meeting, when we come back for our meeting again. Cami, do you have any goals?
Yeah,
that
I
you'd like
have
to
a goal. I will eat my breakfast every day.
set? Okay, I think that is a great goal, and that can definitely help with your diet throughout the day.
I think that's good.
Karen?
Yes, I would like to, it's so hard for me to think of something because I feel like I already do everything. So, I don't know. Maybe I can, stretch better for my exercises.
That's a good goal. That can definitely help with your exercise and keeping your body healthy.
Possibility.
Do you have any other suggestions for Karen, maybe, since she...
I think that's just good.
So if we just want to try to work on those goals throughout the week and just encourage each other in our goals to do it. And then
Thank you.
Okay, we're not gonna stop it. Let's not stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Or should we?
no, it'll be because I have movie maker, so I can cut it.
So, yeah, it's still kind of. Okay, so all of us have now, been a facilitator in the group, and we're just going to do the debriefing part of our bit. About what, is that all, was just what we thought about it, and what went well and what didn't? Okay. So, what do you guys think?
I think the hardest part was just trying to keep people on track in the conversation. I mean, or keep with your goal because, I mentioned that we had a goal for the meeting, but then you brought up other things that were good points. So it was trying to make a balance of what they were talking about, but still trying to achieve the goal of the meeting.
I have one. I thought one of the hardest parts was trying to make the complainer happy. That was definitely hard because you're trying to have a good meeting with everyone, and then there's someone constantly complaining or being kind of rude or pessimistic, exactly, or oh, I don't like to do this, or I'm forced to be here, and obviously that makes it a little harder for the mediator to have a good discussion when someone's constantly being negative.
Yeah. I felt like I wasn't very good at fluidity, if that makes sense. I was just hoping I think a support group with more people too would be good, but or you'd get more voices involved. But I just felt I don't know, I felt I almost was pulling questions and answers out of people rather than them just freely feeling comfortable to talk, if that makes sense. Open it up for discussion, maybe you could say that instead. And I also think my questions were very good. I didn't even word them right.
Yeah, and I feel I don't know enough about diabetes to hold a support group. Like I know some, and I try to like study up some questions and some things, but it's still pretty hard to.
Yeah, I think if it was something you were more knowledgeable about, it'd be
Yeah, and
a little bit
diabetes
easier.
is more common in adults than in people our age, so it's kind of hard to like to find common ground with that.
When I also felt like you were talking about the complainer, like finding a balance between
Addressing
motivate
them
him, yeah.
and like the whole group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't really know. I felt like super great, like boundaries or like how a facilitator should work. Like, do they just ignore that person or do they like? I don't know.
Well, and how hard do you work to like pry or try to get them
Yeah.
to participate before you just kind of
Or like because you don't want to dominate the conversation, but I felt like that was kind of like what was happening sometimes, or like myself.
No,
or
I
just,
agree.
Like, you try and elaborate, but it didn't like flow. Like that was what I felt like was missing. Like that just like natural like keep going. And this could have been too because we're just like sitting here pretending,
Right.
you know, like because if we're in like real life and we start talking about school or something, like all of us would probably have tons to say about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, well, what were some good things? Anything good or something? Things that were good?
I mean, I felt like it was a good experience overall to be able to see, like, I mean, it gives you a little bit of an idea of what it would be like
To be the
have to do it,
facilitator.
yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
I think it definitely was good, like you were saying, Kirsty, like opening my eyes to learning how to work with like, I mean, we do know how to work with like multiple personalities, but like in a setting like that, it can be different. But you can't just like ignore somebody and then like, I don't know, just leading a discussion.
Won't be
That's
sensitive. And being sensitive to, like, the people there. I mean, because depending on the support group, there's going to be different problems, and being able to be respectful or, like, handle that appropriately.
I thought that you guys had really good questions. Like I liked Karen's, and
Yeah,
then
that's
also
really
like asking someone else like for like suggestions for them, or like how you kind of approached me in this like negative attitude of just like I don't know, just like being okay with like what I had to give, but then also like trying to encourage me to like, you know, well, what would you do for her? Like what could you suggest for her? Kind of thing. That was good.
Yeah.
We all passed the ball around.
Yeah.
Contact information.
Oh,
I think maybe
the
we could have,
groundhogs were good.
if we had known maybe a little more about it, we could have done more to the health and medical aspect of it, and not just like you need good nutrition and exercise. Like we could have, we probably would have like your blood glucose should be like this, or what do you do? How do my doctor says this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That kind of
that's
comes
true.
in.
Yeah, overall it was a great meeting.
We're happy.